Hello, vinyl community. I'm Gary, and this is Physical Format Rock and Roll. Thank you so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate that. And I would also greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button, make some comments, whatever, just so I know there's people out there. So, anyway, this is a contest video that I'm going to do. And this is for a new friend. This is for Mike over at Hub Tunes. He has a fairly recent channel, but it's already skyrocketing. He has a contest where was trying to get to 100 subscribers, but he's actually almost to 200 subscribers already. So he's doing very well in the VC. But anyway, I'd still like to make a video and contribute to this. And his contest is pretty easy. I like the fact that he said, hey, I'm only going to make you show 3 albums instead of you having to go and grabbing a whole bunch of albums and then putting them all away and everything. I don't know, some of you out there are like me, but you tend to build up your albums kind of not stacked, but leaning up against stuff all around the room there before you put them back. That's kind of the way I am at the moment. I know, that's bad. Anyway, so show an album from the year you were born, show an album from the year you graduated, and also a current one from 2021. And let me say one more thing first before I get started. Mike over there at Hub Tunes, he seems like a pretty cool guy. I like him quite a bit. I think he's from the Chicago area. I won't hold that against him, but he's close to my age, so you know that's pretty cool. He's got a lot of musical knowledge and a very eclectic taste in music. So once again, go over there and check him out. I will leave the link on the bottom here. Anyway, I'm sorry. Let's get started. From the year I was born, I won't tell you the exact year. You can try to guess if you'd like. But so we've got Out of Our Heads by the Rolling Stones. I know the cover there is pretty beat up looking, but it's really nice. The album is in good shape. As you can see, it's on the red label. It's got a red label London. Most of them are blue. This is red, so that's pretty cool. And this is also in mono. So this early Rolling Stone stuff on mono is just great. You know, I love this. I cherish having this record that I was able to get it. Of course, it has a song on here called Satisfaction. Some of you may have heard that song. I'm not sure. It was pretty popular over the years. But it's also, they do a version of Play With Fire, which to me is quite the standout track on this album. I love it. This, of course, is very early in the Stones' career, so it's got a lot of cover songs and Jagger Richards compositions. So that's my first one for the year I was born. For the year I graduated, I won't give you that year either. You can try to guess that. But I have the Ramones, Subterranean Jungle. You see, it's got I've always liked this cover. It's pretty cool. It is not, kind of talked about very much. It's not one of the Ramones' more popular albums, but it does, it's got a few throwaway songs on here, I'll admit. But it's got some really nice songs too. You can see it's on that basic, but very cool Sire label there that all those Ramones albums were on. This, of course, has Psychotherapy, which that's a great song. It's also got Outsider, which that's one of my favorite Ramones songs. I've always loved that song. So I'm also very happy to have a copy of this on vinyl, because you Ramones fans who try to find albums in the vinyl, out in the wild, you will know that this is not an easy album to find. So when I stumbled across this, I was very happy to get it on vinyl. And then finally, from 2021, I have shown this and I've actually done a review, so please go back and check that if you'd like. But I have Detroit Stories by Alice Cooper. This is one of my favorite albums so far that has come out this year, and there's been some great albums coming out this year. I will show you that real quick, that vinyl, just because that's pretty cool looking. That red vinyl with the Alice Cooper eye. This album, of course, I don't want to say that it is a return to form for Alice, because Alice always has great stuff on his records. Even his throwaway records always have some good songs on it. But this is a really solid album, and it does have a few songs with what's left of the original Alice Cooper band. He's got a lot of other guest stars on there, and it's just a great rock and roll record, and I highly recommend it. And I also recommend you going over to Hub Tunes and visit Mike over there, say hi, give him some support, and cheers to you, Mike, and continued success on your channel. It just seems to be blowing up like crazy. So I'm Gary, this is Physical Format Rock and Roll. Until the next time, remember I am on Twitter and Facebook, and I will see you down the road.